Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel right here, and today we have a brand new canvas. So guys, a little backstory. I purchased this kit. I filmed an unboxing of it, but I wasn't happy with the unboxing of it. And it's nothing personal with Tinmi, but I don't know, maybe I was having a bad day or something. So I never uploaded it, but I did buy this. I am well aware that the rights of this image do not belong to Tinmi or anything like that. I unfortunately did not purchase a cross-stitch pattern of this kit, but it is available. If you look on the Hayed, heavenandearthdesigns.com website, you can purchase the cross-stitching pattern, and I'm sure, 1000% sure, that it would be a heck of a lot better than the rendition that they've given me here. But basically, in a nutshell, this was ordered as a 40 by 50, but the canvas size is not 40 by 50. This is more like a 30 by 40. I wasn't happy about the fact that they cut the actual image size. They only give you the canvas size itself, but it does say on their website that they only count the canvas size. So it was my fault for not reading it properly. Again, I got upset for no reason. I should have read it more carefully. I'm not really happy with the level of detail in this painting, but I don't want it to go to waste. And I think that, to be honest with you, this is a much more manageable size of diamond painting for most people. I'm one of those really weird people that likes humongous diamond paintings, and I spend months doing them. But it's not so great if you're just, doing 30 minutes a day or something like that, which is probably what most people do, right? And I don't want you to feel like you, who may be completely not like me, who like small paintings, that you might enjoy this. And I want to complete this so that you can see it and make the judgment for yourself whether you like it or not. Because, it's supposed to be pixelated. It's diamond art, right? So anyway, this was purchased, I think it was about €10, maybe a little less, free shipping, all that stuff, come from China. Came a little bit wrinkled and bubbly a little bit, but all in all, for $10, what are you gonna expect? You know what I mean? So today we're gonna kit this up, and I'm gonna be using this as my hashtag drills and chills painting. I think I have another one coming, but we'll have to see. So for the time being, this is going to be my drills and chills. I'm excited because there's a lot of color blocking in this, which means it'll go fast. We'll see exactly how fast very soon. So let me take a drink. Don't forget to get a drink yourself. Maybe Pepsi like me, or, whatever adult beverage you might have, depending on the time of day. We're going to kit it up. I'm going to continue my stories of what I was doing on vacation while we put the drills into the container. Today, I'm going to be using Harbor Freight containers because I believe there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 colors, so it's perfect. This has 24, I don't remember how many boxes, but it has enough. So we're going to use this because it's nice and handy and out of the way. I'm also going to be using my Xyron sticker maker. Actually, I'll just do it right now. So basically I photocopied the legend on the side of the canvas with my printer. Can you see? It's not perfect, but it will do. You put it face up in the sticker maker, like so, and then you just pull. And once you reach the end of your piece of paper, you just rip it off. And then you press down on this part, and that adheres it to the stickiness, and then you're good. And that's how easy it is. I love it. Now, this is not the kind of like removable or restickable sticker, so you will have to be careful. Oop. And this thing is sticky when you're done. Put that in the trash. Okay, so let's kit up, let's chat, and yeah, I'm just really excited to get into this. I'm excited to start a Drills and Chills painting with you guys because it's my favorite time of year. So let me sit down. Oh, just a note to self, I might have to adjust the audio as well. So, because I just sat down and I'm not looking at the camera anymore. Oh, that's nice. All right, so first things first, I'm going to cut the little stickers off and stick them onto the case. So on my last WIP and Chat, the place I left off was when we were just about to go on our fishing trip. So at this stage, it is now Thursday, and, you know, my dad is there. My grandfather's super excited. None of us have gone fishing in over a decade. So we got up at the crack of dawn, which wasn't really difficult for us because we were so jet lagged, but I think everybody else was kind of like, what is happening? We had like a whole pot of coffee in us before anybody else woke up. And so yeah, we were just kind of like ready to face the day, and my grandfather was so excited. It was so cute to see him like running around the place, getting coolers, getting, you know, chips, and just anticipating the day that was ahead, you know what I mean? And it was such a beautiful drive. Me and James got into Dad's car, and then Gam and Gamp went in their own car. And yes, I call my grandparents Gammy and Gampy. That was the names that I gave them as a child. I know it's a bit strange, but that's just what came out of my mouth. And I know that my grandmother is not the only Gammy. Like, that seems to be a pretty popular word for children. I still need those. And I've seen Gammy mugs and stuff like that in my travels. But I haven't really seen that many Gampies. So let me know, what did you call your grandparents when you were a child? Oh, another thing about Tinmi is that their DMC numbers aren't in order on the canvas, so that's really confusing. I think that they start from this corner and work their way outward, or they go in a rainbow order, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know what is happening. So I'm just going to label them and then put them in order because, yeah, we gotta mindlessly do this today. So where am I going to put? I'm not going to put on the lid. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, because I want to see the symbol. I don't care about the number until later. All right, so we're in the car. I'm enjoying the view. We took the back roads, you know, and the backwoods of Virginia is really beautiful. It's kind of where I live is near, you know, the middle. It's not mountainous. It's not hilly, really. It's not near the beach. It's just kind of plains, but they're all woodland plains. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm describing that well, but it's a magical place for me. I grew up surrounded by really tall trees, thick, dense forests, you know, snakes, the whole lot. And I really do miss it because where I am now in Ireland, I live near the coast, and the tallest trees that we have, we might have the occasional oak tree, or you might find an old cedar or something like that. But most of them are willows, and they're crack willow. They're not weeping willow. So they fall. After a few years, they fall down and new willow grows, and it's all very shrubbery around here. I love that word. And we are the Knights of Ni. If let me know if you get my little inside joke there. But anyway, so we're driving through the beautiful countryside. The morning sun is just breaking. Dawn is just breaking. And we see little creatures here and there. We even saw a doe, like a fawn. And, oh, gorgeous. Like, I get shivers even thinking about shivers, just thinking about it. I think I was thinking chills, and my mouth tried to say shivers, and it came out shivers. Anyway, so beautiful morning, going to the lake. It took about 30-40 minutes, and I'd never been to this lake before. It's called Lake Anna, and it's huge. It's a massive lake, and it is very deep in places, and they warn you when you rent the boat that you're not covered to swim. So it's just a fishing vessel. You are not supposed to get off the boat, blah, blah, blah. And here I am wearing my bathing suit. Obviously under my clothes. But then, you know, it took us a while to get on the boat, you guys, because my grandmother would much rather be shopping than fishing. I'm sure a lot of us are like that as well. I'd rather be online shopping than fishing, but I did it because I love my family. But yeah, anyhow, we were in the tackle shop for ages. We got really cute stuff like hats and beer koozies and, you know, stuff like that. But before we got there, actually, we stopped. This is crazy. We stopped to get some food because we hadn't eaten breakfast, and we were planning on, you know, having a few snacks for the boat and everything. We stop in this gas station, and as we're pulling in, I noticed the sign, or I think it was actually James that noticed that it said Korean chicken or something like that. And I was like, what? Why are you selling Korean chicken in the South? You know what I mean? Like it's not a country thing to do, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe fried chicken, sure, but I was like really kind of like, what? So we go inside, and obviously the owner, I mean, it wasn't obvious to me that early in the morning, but the owner is Korean, and we're kind of poking around and taking our time, and you know, it's early, people. I didn't have any coffee that day except for the ones I had at home. So no coffee on the road, no coffee fishing. So we're kind of puttering around, and then it just happened to come up. I wasn't going to say anything. He's making us some breakfast biscuit thing, and we just started talking about Korea, and he told me where he was from, him and his family, and you know, we talked about how, you know, James and I had lived there, and we do speak Korean, and we started speaking Korean, and it was just so innocent and beautiful. And I do miss, sometimes I really do miss living in Korea and being around Koreans, because they're so sweet. They are so, so sweet. All right, I'm just putting these in order now, and then I can fill them. So I need my brain power. 4, 34, 33, 34, 35, 37. How many fit? 5, 6, 5 in a row. And then, sorry guys, and then 7, 40, 45, 42, 45. Okay. And then 823. Oh no, 814, 823, 898, 938, 9. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. I think I did it wrong. Hold up. Hold up. I put them in the right way, didn't I? How do I have that many X there? No, I'm definitely not. Hold on. Hold up. All right, these start there. There we go. So then these two go here. This goes there. Okay. And then 33, 37, like that, 37, 38. Okay, now we're in numerical order. How do you feel? How do you feel now? Cool, so that step is done. So yeah, we met a bona fide Korean man. Crinkle alert. Whoops! In Beaver Dam, Virginia. Like, what? Crazy. Crazy good. Crazy good. All right, we got 310 out the wazoo here. So I might put it in more than one. Should I just put them in order for? No. Well. All right, guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause you and I'm going to put these in order because otherwise it's going to like drive me insane. And this will make it a lot easier so I don't have to concentrate. I'll be back in a minute. Ta-da. Oh, you can barely see. There we go. All right, so I just put them in numerical order so it'll be easier for us to just put them straight into the boxes and I don't have to think, I just do. So I'm gonna move my bin closer and that way I can just pop the plastic straight into the bin under me. All right, and this is another reason why I was kind of upset about this canvas and stuff. Again, it's the price point. You get what you pay for. The bags, I mean, they're all different sizes. They're not attached and la la la. But the one thing is that the drill quality looks fantastic, and I have a theory on that, and I think the theory is that they're old Diamond Art Club drills. I could be completely wrong on that, and I probably am wrong, but they have the same old style. Really old. I mean, like last year old. But again, it's just so confusing. I'm so glad that Diamond Art Club doesn't do this anymore. Because it just makes life so much easier to have them in a long strand. And maybe I am a little bit, I don't know, I'm a little bit spoiled by it. So anyway, I met the Korean guy and I was just like, yay, grandpa, you know. And he looked really young compared to his actual age. Him and my grandfather started talking about the war because my grandfather was in the Korean War. Crazy stories. But yeah, so it was just really nice, a great start to our morning. And I don't know, it was just nice to have a memory like that with my grandpa as well. So we got his number and now my grandfather goes to visit that guy whenever he's going out to up to Doswell or anything like that, which is really nice because my grandpa doesn't have that many friends anymore. They've all passed away pretty much. It's pretty sad. These drills are pretty staticky, by the way. So yeah, so that was the first part of our morning. Crazy stuff. We get we go shopping and get ready, and James gets his fishing license, which he's so proud of. And then we head out onto the boat. Now, my grandmother hates water. Like, she hates boats. She gets sick. She doesn't have the coordination that she used to. Neither does my grandfather, but, you know, he's just determined. I guess is the right word. Let me just push these off the edge here. I am so clumsy. Oh, well. So anyhow, we all get on the boat, and that took a lot more effort than I thought it would, but eventually we got there. And yeah, the boat was this long, well, I don't want to say long, it was a pontoon boat. So if you don't know what a pontoon boat is, it's basically like, it's like a nightclub on the water. It was so neat. I'm gonna keep that. All right, hold up. I gotta think for a second. How many of these am I gonna need? I mean, just need one more maybe. And then I can divide this one between the two. I think I'll do that. It's not like it's wasting space or anything. So yeah, it has like couches and speakers. It's got a little canopy. You know, I don't know. It's really fun. It's a fun way to go out on the water, and much more comfortable than like a speedboat or a canoe or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, we started out on the water. My grandfather's driving. It's so sweet. And I know I'm gonna need another 310, so I'm just kind of like adjusting all of my colors now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need the 2 up there. Then I'm gonna bring these down, bring this up. Sorry people, I have to talk to myself when I'm adjusting things. Okay. Whoops. There we go. All right. I got it. So we spend the day kind of just, the morning was just spent driving around the place, checking out the lake and all the pretty houses. Oh my God. These vacation homes are some serious Airbnb material. Like, people had slides going into the lake from the dock or from the top of their driveway all the way down. That was so cool. I was like, man, I have great memories of this one trip we took to Lake Christie in Ontario. We went there several times when I was a kid, but one of the times I do remember we rented a cabin with my family, and it was just so cool because, you know, we had like a dock and a boat, and not only that, but then there was like a hot tub in the basement. It was crazy. So, I mean, I was only a kid, but I still appreciated it, you know what I mean? So that kind of reminded me of what we did when I was a kid. So I had all these memories come back, you know, when I was getting, I don't know, kind of sentimental, watching my grandfather drive the boat. And he was very clearly, you know, enjoying, enjoying being in control of the boat. But yeah, we just kind of drove around. We didn't do any fishing that I remember with him. I think he just wanted to to drive the boat. I'm going to leave this one out because I don't want to bother doing that again. Anyhow, yeah, we like tried to go under a bridge and almost got stuck, and good times. So yeah, that was our day. And then so eventually after we went and had lunch together, and after lunch my grandparents were feeling the heat a little bit, I think, and so they decided to go back and go home and leave James and I with my dad and try to catch some fish for dinner. But I don't think they trusted us enough with that. So while we were fishing, they went and got steaks. Yeah. Now, when we did go and stop and fish for a little while. I think it was about an hour. But really what we were just doing was sitting around, enjoying the scenery, listening to the other boats on the water, listening to music, drinking some beer, you know. And we eventually, James casted his line and immediately got a bite. And we were all like, what? So there was fierce excitement there for a minute, and it was tugging quite hard because he let me, you know, give it a go. But it was his fish, it was his catch. So he reeled it in, and it was, what he says is, it was the angle that the photo was taken. It was my fault, basically. The fish was huge. I'll put the picture in. That was so much fun, though. He really had a blast. And James is not the kind of guy who wants to go fishing ever. He's not sporty. He is outdoorsy, but not like, you know, he's not like hunting and fishing and that sort of thing. Can I just, no. Oh, yes, I'm clumsy, I know. Come on. These are really nice drills. Really, really nice. Now these I almost feel bad putting in containers, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, so we finished up there. We went back to the house. We had steak, and oh, it was delicious. What else did we do that night? Did we just go to bed? I mean, most of the nights we were so exhausted that there was no like, oh, let's go into the city, or oh, let's go, you know, do this or that, or, you know, there's none of that. And, you know, one of the things that I was kind of looking forward to was being able to go late night shopping and stuff like that. But you can't do that here, you know. Nothing is open that late. So it's kind of exciting to be able to shop past like 6 o'clock in the evening. But yeah, fair warning for those of you considering coming to Ireland. The shops close very early. Even in Killarney, they close very early. You have to get out there and do your shopping in the morning, basically. So that was fishing day. The day after fishing day, well, that evening we made plans with my dad to go to King's Dominion, which is a theme park pretty close to where they live. You could actually see they have a replica of the Eiffel Tower. I think it's a quarter of the size or something like that. I think it was built in the 70s, maybe. Anyway, you could see it from our backyard when I was growing up, but they since moved, and it wasn't far away at all. It was like it was either go there or go to Williamsburg Busch Gardens, which is another theme park. I was like, you have to choose, which one will we do? And we decided, you know what, we're gonna go to the one that's closer, because we anticipated it was the last Friday before school went back into session, and we thought, you know, it's probably going to be nuts at Busch Gardens. So we'll just go to King's Dominion, and if it's too much for us to handle, then we could always go home. Well, we were there. We would have stayed for longer. We would have been there all day if we could have. But we promised that we would come back. Or was that the day that we had the steak? I think, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm misremembering. It was the Friday that we said we'd come home for steak. We had leftovers again or something. I don't remember. Oh gosh, I really don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But anyway, we told my grandparents, you know, we promised we'd be back for like 6 or 6:30. So we left. It opened at 10. We were there right before it opened. Buy the tickets online because it's so much cheaper to get your parking and everything online than it is at the gate. Of course, they try to gouge you where they can, so it's important to do your research. But we had a really, really good day. It was almost like I was a kid again. My dad used to always take me to King's Dominion, and we used to ride the roller coasters, and you know, he was the adventurous, boisterous, outgoing person. And I kind of was like that too when I was a kid. And then I became more reserved after high school. Just kind of calmed down a little bit. But yeah, he gave me my love of roller coasters and thrills and stuff. So it was fun to do that with him again, even though his shoulder was messed up and he had trouble fitting on some of the rides, which is kind of, you know, we felt really bad about that, but what are you gonna do, you know? Like it has a size restriction on purpose. I guess they want you to be healthy when you're getting on a ride like that, you know what I'm saying? So 14. We're almost done kitting up, guys. This is the fastest kitting up I think I've ever done. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so we had a blast. We had an absolute blast. I feel like we bonded more over those 2 days than we had in quite a long time. So I really, really enjoyed myself. And so Friday night, you know, we hung out together. I don't remember what happened. I think we watched some movies and Friday night. We didn't go out that I remember. That was later. Yeah, I think we just stayed home. I remember at one stage I started to grid my cross-stitching project, but I don't even know. 317. And then we have all 310 there at the end. So yeah, and then so Saturday comes and we are excited because it is my high school best friend's birthday barbecue. One of my best friends. But anyway, her name is Sorrel, her husband's name is Chris, and they don't watch my videos, thank goodness. But they had invited us to come over to her house for a birthday celebration. They invited a bunch of people, and it was great because I knew some of them. And so we brought over some food. We brought vegetables because we still hadn't had any vegetables on the trip. And yeah, we were making jokes that you know, Americans don't eat their veggies, but I think it was just us because we were on vacation mode. And Chris had made a brisket, and oh my gosh, brisket is so good. If you've never had it, it's just amazing. We come in the door and I'm like, hey, what up? Haven't seen you in ages. And she goes, food, eat it. I was like, what? So same old Sorrel. But yeah, we got in and got some drinks and sat around for a while. Now I was driving, so I only had a few, and then I, you know, drank loads of seltzer water for the rest of the night. But Chris got to go a little bit, or Chris, oh my gosh, James got to go a little bit wild, and it was pretty hilarious by the end of the evening. But and he probably regrets it a little bit. But yeah, we ended up having like games of cornhole, which was hilarious. Drunken cornhole. And then it was my idea. Chris brought it up before we left the last time when we went to visit last year. He said, the next time you guys come over, we're going to have a hot sauce tasting. And I was like, cool, because we were admiring his hot sauce collection. And he was saying, you know, he loves it when people come over and they try all these different hot sauces with him. And we were like, cool, we could do that. We would really be interested in something like that. And so before we came, I sent Sorrel, my friend, a message, and I said, we're going to have a hot sauce competition on the barbecue weekend, so get ready. Get ready, we're coming. Ireland does not really have hot sauce, like a big thing for hot sauce like the States do. So James was so excited, so very excited. I'm going to tell you more about it in just a minute, but I'm going to try to find my little star or parchment paper things and put them on here and get everything ready. So I'll be back in just a second and I'll tell you all about the hot sauce competition. Okay, so I was totally unable to find the paper squares, even though I've seen them around here somewhere. But I can't remember where I found them again. I lost them, and then I found them, and now I've lost them again. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to try to use this greaseproof baking paper. Pretty sure it says nonstick. So we're going to try it out. Just going to cut it into manageable pieces, you know. That should be enough, hopefully. We'll see. Just cut it into like squares as best as I can. I've been trying to fight my OCD lately, which makes me do things as perfectly as possible. And there's no need for that. So yeah, just gonna cut them up into little squares. It doesn't matter if they're different or not. So where was I? What was I saying? Oh dear, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, brisket, hot sauce competition. So the first competition, there was more than one. The first competition that I held was, you know, the endurance test to see how long or who could go the furthest. because I totally anticipated that I would have to tap out after, I don't know, like somewhere around halfway. And so I was like, okay, so the person who can handle the most sauces will win. We handled all of them. Did we handle them with grace? Not really, but we handled it, you know? So, anyhow, that was a thing. The first round, we used potato chips. I don't know why, but we just put a little dab on each potato chip and had to eat the whole chip. Makes sense, right? So, that went fine. We tried to re-rank. This is not the right way. Hang on. I'm going to zoom you out again. Whoop. So that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to have to take the whole thing off. Throw that away. God, I hope this works. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, whew. And I'm going to start from down here because you may or may not know this. I like to start from the top left corner. Everybody's a little different. It's just the way I like to do it. So, indeed. So, the first round went without a hitch. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was buzzed after. It was hilarious. And then somewhere around 8 o'clock, I realized that we were in the United States of America. And what is America best known for? Delivery. Hello. So I was like, we could just order chicken wings. What are we doing with our lives right now? So we ordered like, I don't know how many, like 40 chicken wings, something like that. These are all crooked. I am not allowing myself to care. So we ordered all those chicken wings, had them delivered. It was amazing. And we did round 2. Now for round 2, I think there were only the 3 of us. It was me, James, and Chris. Because everybody else was smart. They didn't want to do it. So funny. But anyway, we all made sure that we did equal sauce on every wing. And we all survived. We all got to the end again. But I thought Chris was going to kill me by the end of it. He was crying. I was fine. To be honest, I don't know how I survived it. I really did think that I was going to tap out. Interjection. So here are all of the hot sauces in order from least hot to most hot. For me, the hottest was the garlic sauce there, the second to the right, and the last one I didn't even feel it because of how hot the garlic one was. But the first 3 or 4 are actually pretty good, but I do not recommend the second one. I just thought it wasn't very tasty at all. So if you're interested in hot sauces, there you go. Before I start diamond painting, I just want to show you. So I'm going to be using my brand new BFF diamond painting pen. They are on Facebook. They are linked in the description, as always. Hi, Luna. What's wrong? Want to say hi? Hello? Want to go outside? I know what she wants, but I'm not going to give it to her right now. Go lay down. We'll do it in a minute. Okay. I'm going to start with black because most of this is black and I can just talk away. So where was I again? Oh gosh, the brain fog is real these days. There are reasons. I won't get into it right now. And I'm gonna use the pink macaroon, or the purple macaroon rather, to fill this up. This is the first time I've ever used this pen. Cool. Okay. Press that in there. Pretty good. All right. One of these days I'm going to have to do a tutorial as well because I owe it for my mom and my friend Mandy as well. Okay. Good. We're all loaded up. Right. So where was I? Oh gosh. Yeah, I did miss something. I did the brain fog there. If I didn't mention, this is a square kit. I don't think I mentioned that. And see how they go down. It's always tough at first. I'm gonna hold it down like that. How about that? Right, so they seem to be pretty good quality. Let's start over here. I do the checkerboard in big areas of one color. Yeah, it seems to be working okay. Ooh, and the perfect number as well. That's very satisfying. As will the click. The clicking sound will be super satisfying too. Yes, so we survived the second round. Chris was dying a little, James was dying a little, and I was laughing my butt off. It was so much fun. We have to do it again. We're planning on doing a rematch the next time that James and I come down. I wish they would come to Ireland, but I don't think they will. They like to stay at home too much. The pen is different. I'm trying to get used to it as well. And there's a fly. What are you doing here? Go away. All right. So that was the barbecue. Barbecue was fun, really fun. Good to see people again and just hang out. That was the first day, aside from meeting with my friend Jessie on the Wednesday afternoon / evening. I think it was right after work. So it was around 5 o'clock. We hit happy hour in this pub called Chennai, which I will talk about more in detail later here in a bit. But yeah, so that was like the first time, other than meeting Jessie, that we had spent time with people around the same age as us. And so we were really craving kind of some social time with other people. And yeah, it did not disappoint. It was very good. Unfortunately, because we stayed so late, I missed saying goodbye to my dad. So Dad drove back. He left my grandparents' house at 3 in the morning and drove straight back down to Florida. So we missed him. I meant to wake up and say goodbye, but I must have slept through my alarms. So sorry, Dad. But it was really good seeing him and spending time with him. Like I said, it's like the first time in a really long time that I felt that we actually bonded. So that was awesome. It was really fun. Sunday was crazy. So Sunday obviously was the last day before James and I had to leave for Canada. So we had to do all of our last minute shopping, which my grandmother, insists taking me shopping. And I really don't like shopping. There are maybe 3 or 4 stores that I will go to, that I'll spend money in, because I know that what I'll buy from there I will wear for years. So it's also quite expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Some people say that I'm a woman with taste. I think that's just a tasteful way to say that I am not cheap. While if I'm buying clothes for myself and it's like, I don't know, everyday wear, then I might just cut corners and, Walmart shirts. I'm fine with that. But when it's like really nice stuff for going out in and that sort of thing, I'm like, I'm going to get my money's worth out of this clothing. I'm going to wear it until it falls apart. I've been wearing the same dress to weddings for the last 5 years. Which is why this year I put out a call for help. If anybody has a dress to borrow, let me know. So anyhow, James stayed at home and Gam and I went shopping. And I think we hit 3 stores before it was time to go home. So I had somehow strategically made plans to go to dinner that night. And it was perfect timing as well, because I think Gam was getting a little tired. She told me on the drive in to go shopping that she hadn't eaten anything. And that was at 3 in the afternoon. I was like, seriously? You didn't eat anything today? Which is like her code word for I want to take you out to lunch or whatever it is. And I was just like, I can't right now. I'm going to dinner. I promised I'd go to dinner. And I don't want to be full with fast food when I'm going out to a nice dinner. You know what I mean? So I brought her to a place to eat, of course. I wasn't going to let her starve or something. But at the same time, I think she was maybe a little bit disappointed because she wanted to feed me. Moms, am I right? But yeah, so we had a really good time shopping, picked up a few nice things, and headed back. And as soon as I got home, I changed, put my hair up, and we went back for dinner. That's where we met all my friends who I used to work with. And these are my Geek Squad boys. So I gave away the 2 diamond paintings that I did. The big one for my very good friend Kareem, and the smaller one, which was for my friend Brooks and his girlfriend Claire. And it was so awesome seeing their faces light up. They had never really seen it before. I mean, I think Kareem, I've kind of showed him the progress of the diamond painting, but Brooks had never really seen it before. He did not know what to expect. He didn't even know it was coming. I was just like, oh, look, it's an African gray diamond painting. I'll make this for my friend. Are you like that? Do you buy diamond paintings and make them for your friends? And you're like, here, I did this for you because it reminded me of you. And I really wanted to do diamond painting. That's me. So, yes, I gave them away and it was so sweet. Their reactions were so sweet. And I did not want to film them because, they're my friends. I don't want to film them. My family is different. So yeah, that was great. And we had ramen for dinner, which I always love. James is kind of upset because he wanted pho. which is Vietnamese noodle soup. I love that too, but in Virginia, it's all about Japanese food and Chinese food because it's just really big over there. So that was it. That was the end, really, of our vacation to Virginia. And we did really cram a lot in those few days, I have to say. I'm proud of us for sticking through it and getting through that vacation was, whew. That's why this video is split into so many parts, because it was just the most epic time. We really enjoyed it. I'm just checking the time now. Okay, it's only an hour. We've only got an hour. I can probably go a little bit longer. So we come home from ramen, and I think it was only maybe 10 o'clock at night. I wanted to spend time with my grandparents, but I was just shattered after that day, because I think, where did we go in the morning? We went somewhere in the morning as well. Oh, of course. Oh, geez. I completely skipped over this. I'm sorry. Back up. Sunday morning. Duh. Clearly, I need more Pepsi. Sunday morning, we went out. I say morning. I mean, I think it was 11 a.m., 12 in the afternoon. We went and we met Jessie. So you guys might know Jessie if you're in the Facebook group, Crafters Anonymous, with Mrs. Crochet and Mrs. Coffee, Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, and Rachel Ray. I can't talk today. Hang on. I've been losing my words all day today. Let me just make sure that this is still in frame. Okay, good. So you might know her from over there. We have been friends since 2005? Yeah. We've been friends since 2005. I cannot believe it. So basically, when I got to university, and we met online, and just, we had a lot in common, and we were going to the same university, and eventually we met in person. And yeah, it was kind of awkward, because that was like back when the internet was still new, and like, I don't even think there was an OkCupid or anything like that. There was MySpace, and Facebook had just come out. So we met and hit it off, and Jessie's a little bit older than me, but like our humor is the same age. But age doesn't matter. It's just a number anyway. Screw age. So the thing is that Jessie is really into crafting also. And I got her into diamond painting, I think, because I bought her a kit and brought it to her. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. And I was like, so I got you this diamond painting because it reminds me of you, because, you know, I do that. We talked about this. And, you know, I was like, I know that you're in the middle of like 1,000 other things right now, but if you want to give it a chance sometime, I have a YouTube channel. And I told her all about it, and she was super excited. And then she started following me, and yeah, it's great. But anyway, Jessie does not have a channel yet, but I think she should, because she does all the crafts, like every craft known to man. And don't forget about that 3D printer, Jessie. I haven't. So I met with her. Me and James met her on Sunday morning. Afternoon? Morning? I don't remember. But we met at the Irish bar, and James was kind of, I don't know, he was kind of sad. He wanted to see the All Ireland football final, which was supposed to be on TV that morning. Well, it was on TV, but it wasn't on American channels, so the bar couldn't show it. So he was a little bit like, oh man. But in the end, it didn't matter because it was a draw anyway. But we didn't know that at the time. But anyway, we were there and we met her and her husband, Adam, and we had food. What did I have? I think I had chicken and waffles. Because I like chicken and waffles. It's like, I don't know, it's the best thing together with maple syrup. I'm just saying. But unfortunately, theirs was kind of dry. It was, I don't know, it wasn't the best. I had really good chicken and waffles in another location in Richmond. But that morning, our server was new. And I don't know if it just stayed under the heat lamp for too long or what was going on, but it didn't matter. So we met and she gave me oh no, she gave me the floss before. What did she give me? Oh, she gave me the gridding twine stuff. I'll show you later. I got to do a cross-stitching video too. Maybe I'll do that. No, I can't. I really can't cross-stitch and talk. Well, I haven't tried, but I don't trust myself. This is why I don't floss tube. Also, diamond painting takes up my entire life, so just saying. So she gave me the stuff. We had the chats. We were talking because Jesse's coming over with her husband in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And okay, she's gonna see this video, so I'm just gonna talk to her for a second. So Jesse, James, when he told you all those things that Rory, my brother-in-law, that he was going to bring the Hungarians and the guy with the food truck was going to crash in front of the holiday home that we're staying in, they were all drunken lies. Do not believe Rory when he's drunk. He wanted to say, to put your mind at ease, nobody's going to be gate crashing, nobody's going to be staying in the house with us in Dingle. Just saying. It's just us. So James was like telling all these mad stories about his brother saying like that, you know, all these people were going to crash in the house that we rented for this weekend that we're meeting up in for a food festival. And the whole time I'm like, James, what are you saying? You're going to scare her. And then I started to believe him. Yeah, it's lies. It's lies. We double checked with Rory. He has no intention of bringing the Hungarians, so. But it did worry me a little bit. I started to believe James. James is full of, you know what. Okay, let's fill in the rest of this while we are together. And then I'll let you go because I'm going to leave the trip at that. It was awesome meeting Jesse. I'm sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, my brain is all twisted today. I have been, so personal update. You know my WIP and chats get juicy at the end, right? So personal stuff. I have not been on a consistent schedule with my medication. I've found it really hard to like go back into the groove of having a routine, and my job isn't making that much easier because I don't have a specific schedule. Like I don't have a 9-to-5 job like a lot of people. And I mean, I don't have a stay-at-home job or anything like that, but like it's either wake up at the butt crack of dawn or close the place and have to wait for my husband to get off work at 11 o'clock at night. So like it's those two extremes and there is no in between. There's no middle shift or anything like that. So I either start work at 7:15 in the morning or I end work at 9:30, but you might as well say 11. And so it's just been hard to find a time where I can consistently take my medication. And I spoke to Pippa about this. You might know Pippa. She comments on like all of my videos. I love you, Pippa. And she showed me on AliExpress where you can buy these like little travel pill containers. So I'm just going to start taking my medication with me or like having backups because I can't trust myself to take it on time. I'm going to have to like set alarms and stuff. I was never good at taking a routine medication. I'm not even good at taking antibiotics. Like I just don't like taking pills. So that has kind of like messed me up a little bit, and I can tell that I'm not myself. Well, I say myself. I am myself. I'm truly myself right now, but I kind of like the person that I am when I'm on the medication. It's been a few months, so I can say that I think it's helping. The overthinking, the brain fog, all that stuff happens when I forget to take my medication. And it gets worse if I keep forgetting. So for like, today is the first day in about 4 days that I've taken my medication. So today I have a headache. I couldn't find my words when I was talking to people in real time. And I just couldn't remember the word that I wanted to say. So that's really something that I struggle with. And I'm going to tell that to my doctor when I see him again, because I just want him to know what's happening. And I want to know where we're going to go from here, because I have a feeling that I'm going to be on medication for a long time, if not forever. I hope not, but I think there's something imbalanced. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't know if there's a natural fix for it. I'm sure there is, though. And I'd like to try it, you know? I don't like the feeling of being dependent on something that you have to have a prescription for, especially because here, you know, you have to pay every time you go to see a doctor for a prescription. So unless he decides to give me a year's worth of medication or something, I don't know yet. So yeah, anyhow, that's personal news. That's the only personal thing I can think of. As far as like what I've been working on, I've been working on a few diamond paintings, but you've seen that. I still have a load of things to unbox and share with you all. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't know when it's going to go online, but I can assure you that there's plenty. And like, I need to stop buying. I don't think I'm going to buy for the rest of the year. I did purchase a Diamond Art Club custom. I'm really excited that they're trying it out. And so far, they're only doing it for diamond level members of their site. So if you've reached the diamond level, then you can purchase a custom diamond painting. Just check your email. You would have gotten an email about it. It has to be a photo that you took or that you have express permission for to use. So, you know, good luck on that. Originally, I was actually going to get a local artist's image made into a diamond painting, but then I just kind of decided against it because I have a diamond painting that I I told everybody in my live this, by the way. And by the way, my live was so much fun. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. I know I was really hyper. I was super excited to do it, but I told everybody in the live what I was getting. Basically, I'm replacing a canvas, which I do not want to do because of where I bought it from. It's an old Huacan square drill, and I just don't want to do it because I know it's going to pop like crazy because it's the same order as the custom that I got of Luna. It's the exact same order time. So I've looked at the drills and they're terrible. I'm just going to chuck it. I've actually taken it out of my closet so that I can chuck it. There's no point. There's absolutely no point. It's, hang on, I'll show you. Don't want anyone calling me a liar. So here it is. This is the photo. Now I've gone ahead and I've cropped it. I've cropped it a little bit. I've brightened it a lot and sharpened it quite a bit, and so it'll be better than this. Plus, like, that one is 60 by 60, and I think I ordered the, oh, which one did I get? I got the middle size that they offer because I didn't want it too big. I know you guys are probably like, why didn't you get the biggest size? I know, I probably should have, but I didn't. And thank goodness for those rewards, huh? Because I got $10 off as well. And the shipping wasn't too bad either. And when I looked at and I was looking really carefully at the pictures that they sent, it looks like they're going to come in a tube. I'm really happy about that because I think that could be a game changer. I'm just saying. So that is that news. I have, so Drills and Chills has officially started for me. I'm glad to be at it. I'm still cross stitching at night in the living room, and that seems to be going well. I did lose a lot of colors somewhere. So somewhere, I don't know if they're on a plane or if they're on a bus in Toronto or something, but I have lost, like, I don't know, 10 colors from my cross stitch WIP, which is the stitch along, the Stiach stitch along. And so Jessie is actually going to be getting those for me and either sending them or bringing them with her. Either way, that's fine with me. But it's fun. It's really fun. I would highly recommend joining if you like the Golden Girls, because that seems to be the picture that they've charted. And we're excited because we want to see where it all ends up. There are customized endings and borders that will come in soon, as well as all the back stitching. And to be honest with you, it is the prettiest thing I've stitched so far. I have to say that. Even though I'm not the biggest Golden Girls fan, but I kind of want to go watch it now. In fact, I might do that after filming this. Just because I was too young to get the humor when I watched it with my grandparents. So yeah, it might be fun to do that. What else is happening? We have a wedding, another wedding this coming Friday. So what is that? The 19th? No. Today's the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. 19th or 20th? I can't remember. Anyway, whatever day Friday is. I have another wedding, so I will be out of commission Friday and Saturday, and maybe on Sunday. So to anyone who is wondering about my Etsy shop, my pen shop, That is going to still be on hiatus until probably next week, because I'm not able to be here to fulfill orders. So I can't, you know, if my full attention isn't on it, I don't want it to be, for anyone to be waiting for me to fulfill the order. There are going to be a few changes when I reopen the shop, like fulfillment time and things like that may need to be tweaked a little bit, as well as all the descriptions. They're going to be tweaked. I may get new pictures, but I will have a few new items available in my shop as well, which I'm super excited about. I hope you guys like them. As you know, for my shop, I like to kind of just pick a few things that I really enjoy and then share them with you. And there's a limited number of them. The only things that I've brought back are the crystal stylus pens and the rose pens. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do the Etsy. It takes up so much of my time, and I'm already working full-time and YouTube full-time. So it doesn't leave much time in the day, but we'll see where the wind takes me. I might need something to do in the winter, so who knows? I might come back to it. But for now, it's on a hiatus for a few more days anyway, maybe a week or two. But I hope that's not too terrible. The other thing I just wanted to quickly mention was a big thank you to my Patreon supporters. I really, really am thankful for you guys. I sent out your things today, your parcels. So if you are a Glitter Bomb level Patreon supporter, then you get, one of the bonuses is that you get a parcel, a package from me every month that you are subscribed. And I'll send you little goodies and a card and, you know, little snacky type thing as well from Ireland. And yeah, that just rolls on every month. And I want to make sure that I keep it fun and entertaining for you all as well. I really enjoy putting together little gifts for people, and I have capped that number to a certain number because it's a bit difficult. Each person is a little bit different, and I want to make sure that I give it the attention that it deserves. So the price of that package, it covers the cost of the items themselves and the shipping of that parcel. So there isn't any money to be gained on my part, really. But I hope that you all enjoy getting them as much as I enjoy putting them together. It was really fun this month, so I look forward to getting really fun and interesting things for you all. And if you have any suggestions for other things that I could be doing with my Patreon, please send me a message. I'd love to hear your input on that. But I just wanted to give them a shout out. Thank you guys so much for helping me out there. And I hope you're enjoying it too. Lastly, just like, I feel like I'm going through all the shop business at the end, which is not normal for me. But I just wanted to remind everybody that I will be going live on Saturday nights, 8 p.m. British Standard Time, BST, which is 3 o'clock Eastern Time. 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours difference. Now, this Saturday, I will not be going live because, well, I might go live. I don't want to say no, but I might not be going live. I'm not 100% sure yet how I'm going to feel, but hey ho, it might be interesting. I could give you guys a catch up on what happened during the wedding. So one thing I was thinking about doing was letting you guys choose what canvas I work on If you're interested in voting for the canvas for the live stream every week, let me know in the comments of this video. It might be something that I incorporate into my future videos. So guys, that's it for today's WIP and Chat. Thank you all so much for being here and listening. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, queries, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a new video or go live. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. See you in the next video. Bye!